Hello and welcome to this channel. I'm out and about in the grounds of one of the most famous places really in the world. It's a World Heritage Site, Blenheim Palace, and I'm a couple of miles away from the palace actually, on the grounds still. Why do I come out here? I come out here to relax, chill, enjoy the scenery. Sometimes I come out here to do some photography. Sometimes I come out here to do my fitness. There's a lot of reasons why I come out here, and I just wanted to share with you something that this short video is really, and I apologise for the wind if it's creating a problem, but sometimes you come out to a place like this and I come out here to give myself therapy, believe it or not. And very often it's psychotherapy, in as much as I need to work stuff out in my head. I've done it ever since I've been young. It's not a new thing. It isn't an unusual thing to do. A lot of people do it. It's something that, and I really apologise if this is really causing a problem with the microphone. I've been walking around doing videos and all of a sudden the wind starts picking up. But NLP psychotherapy is quite powerful because I wanted to give you an insight into something that I have just realised for myself. People get a little bit afraid of the word psychotherapy because they think there's something wrong with them. Isn't there with everybody, me included? But psychotherapy and NLP specifically is about questions. You know, therapy itself can sometimes just involve someone being there while you talk about something or work something through, because we very often don't give ourselves time to think things through. We're busy with our lives, sorting things out, families, work, you know, whatever else is going on, health, you know, just general life stuff really. And then we've all got things that need sorting, you know, and sometimes the best person is yourself to sort them out. A large part of the work that I've done, and I continue to do, is helping people to get those answers out of themselves. You know, they're here. they're already here. We have too many things going on in our lives sometimes to realise that we're caught up so much in everything else that we forget ourselves. And so now we have a plane flying over, so I apologise for that as well. While this is a beautiful, serene place to be, there's a small airport not far away from here, and it gets a bit noisy with these small planes flying over. But hey, that's all part and parcel of life that we live now. I don't believe there is anywhere in the world that can truly away from everything. There's always something around interrupting all the time. And so getting back to this point that I'm trying to make is that talking things through with a therapist is sometimes just the therapist listening. And sometimes it's about the therapist, and this is what should really happen, and this is what I do. The therapist asks the right questions for you to answer for yourself. The therapist isn't trying to give you advice, isn't trying to, you know, criticize, judge, plan your, you know, find the answer for you. That's not the role of a therapist. A therapist is to aid you to find the right answers for yourself. And I've just done that for myself. This is the good thing about, understanding how psychology works. Because I come out to a place like this and I do exactly what I would do with a client. I ask myself the questions. I ask myself, what if, and how does that serve me? And what do I get from that? And is that what you want? Apologise again for the wind noise. All the questions that I would ask in a therapy session. And it works. It really, really works, because I've been battling with something, if you like, myself. A lot of questions I've had, and with everything else that's going on in life, with work, with family, and such like, I find I need to come out to a place like this to spend a few hours on my own giving myself therapy. And like I say with my clients, the reason why I like doing this job is what I call the aha moment, or it is called the aha moment. It's the point, it's the difference that makes, it's the change or that makes the difference. It's the difference that makes the difference. It's the bit that the penny drops, okay? And that's the key thing with anything. Small steps, gradual progress, asking the right question, and waiting for the penny to drop. And when the penny drops, kind of everything falls into place, and then you realise, I've been behaving this way, or I've been acting this way, or I've been thinking this way because of X, or because of Y. And then you begin to realise that once you realise that that's what's been happening, you can deal with it. And it becomes not an unknown anymore, it becomes a known thing, which obviously you can deal with, that you can handle, that you now know what it is. And so sometimes the smallest difference can make the biggest change. And it's those small differences, there's another saying, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And until you make the change or realise the difference that can be made, it's not until then that you begin to realise that you have actually more control than you realise, that you actually haven't got the problems that you thought you had, and that things are actually more in control than you thought. So that's basically it. It's a little bit of a ramble, informal, impromptu kind of video really, but I like doing these. I've done these on different channels as well, and they seem to be well received because they're informal, there's no pomp and ceremony about them, and people seem to like the realness of them, which I personally prefer myself. When I look at the videos that I like watching, they're all pretty informal. There's no pomp and ceremony, there's no massive intros and outros and fancy music and all that kind of thing. They're just pretty straightforward, basic, to the point, without the faff, as it were. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and thank you if you've got all the way to the very end, and I hope to see you again in another video soon.